thank you for a wonderful game like we predicted. And B, did you have to live up our prediction and give us overtime immediately?
I know, right?
Nah, I can't sleep
Damn it.
because I'm dreaming of the time I will take the full call of a hockey game. I'll tell you all about that, what I was feeling. Wes Pruitt's on the way. Chris Dietz is going to tear the house down.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun hour.
Hour plus, if I have something to say about it.
But first,
Not so fast. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49. You, Shane?
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
I know.
Yeah!
That damn seal.
Damn
Damn
it.
it.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Damn it. Well, on that
I
note,
could cuss Cole Johnson out forever for that.
yeah.
Good morning. Welcome to the Twisted Tripped Out Overtime Thursday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. This first hour, of course, is powered by Invader Coffee. Wake up and conquer your morning with Invader Coffee. Veteran owned, air roasted, and unapologetically bold. No fillers, no BS, just strong, clean, damn good coffee. And I approve. Whether you like it black or with a twist, Invader fuels warriors, broadcasters, and everyday legends. Grab your bag at invadercoffee.com and taste the mission. And when you do, tell them Snowman sent you. Use the code Snowman and get 15% off of your purchase. Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. And yes, I took my wife's advice. All of my reads are in front of me.
There you go.
Instead of trying to do it from memory, knowing my ass is getting old. Speaking of old, overtime in the Stanley Cup Finals never gets old.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Of course, for those of you that missed the play-by-play, Edmonton over Florida 4-3 last night in overtime, and it damn near took the entire overtime session to get that fourth goal.
As a matter of fact, what am I? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I need to do. I know what I'm going to do. And what I'm going to do is provide Our SeatGeek play of the day. We take you to Rogers Place, and yes, YouTube, I'm using clips that I shouldn't use, but I'm going to use them anyway. So shut up. Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. But y'all have to see what happened when Leon Draisaitl, and I finally said it right, even though Droid said it right all last night. Leon Draisaitl got a hold of the game winner, and Kenny Alberts applied the voice.
Now to the point, Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins with it. Here's McDavid. Out in front. Score! Leon Draisaitl! The Oilers win game one.
Yep.
And the city of Edmonton went mad. 19,000 plus yelled their heads off last night. 31 seconds remained in the extra session. Oilers 4, Panthers 3. Oilers lead this series 1-0. Game 2 is Friday, and I expect more of the same. Droid and I will be on the call, and Droid took the lead call last night. Thank you, brother, so much for that. Had so much to get to, but it's all about Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers. 3 wins away from something they have not won since 1990, the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, Draisaitl, the first player in the last couple of years to give us the opening and closing in a Stanley Cup game.
Yep, he bookended it. He started the scoring and he ended the scoring.
And I'm telling you right now, if that's the way this series is going to go, we are going to be in for a damn good series.
We're going to be in for a treat.
Oh yeah,
it keeps going. And we talked about it.
Yeah,
we said this series. A lot of people said this series has a potential to go the distance. Nah, we said it will go the distance.
And we even said there'll probably be a few overtime games, and here we are, game 1 being proven right.
Exactly.
Damn near went double.
This is the kind of Stanley Cup final I look forward to.
Right.
I looked forward to it last year. We're getting it this year. This series is going to be I wouldn't be surprised. I'll make a prediction that may be sure to go wrong, but it just might happen given these two teams and how even they are. I don't think a road team will win a game in this series.
I don't think so either. I mean, the fact of the matter is that momentum will always be in home ice.
You know, Joy brought up a great point last night about the Panthers' home ice advantage being wiped away with some of the games that they've had in the playoffs this year. I'm going to correct him on that, given what happened last night. I don't think home ice advantage will be a problem for either team in this series, given how hard they were hitting, how hard they were checking, the shots that were peppered on both goalies, and give Bobrovsky and Stuart Skinner all kinds of credit with some of the saves
mind you,
backwards saves they made last night.
Okay, mind you, two things. One, Florida was up in this game
3-1. They were up by 2 goals early in the second period, 3-1,
and they barely put a shot on goal.
Yeah, they were outshot at the time. They took a 3-1 lead. They were outshot 17-6,
and yet again they were up. They were up 3-1, and somehow Edmonton found the way to get back in it to force OT, and then as we saw, Draisaitl puts it home to finish it.
The ghost of Gretzky. I swear to God, it's the ghost of Gretzky, the ghost of Grant Fuhrer. I need an answer. You know what? This series, which we all suspect is going to go the distance.
Yeah.
And home team holding serve every time.
Wouldn't surprise us.
I want you to rewind back to 1987. The Edmonton Oilers and the Philadelphia Flyers.
Same thing happened.
That kind of classic series.
Yeah, same thing happened.
Same thing. No one won a road game in that series. The first team to win a road game in this series wins
the title.
The first team to win a road game in this series wins the cup.
Yeah.
And we're going to be there for All of it. AB Media coming to us from Indianapolis, Indiana. And speaking of which, we got something special tonight. A Pizzle joining us from Florida. Thank you very much.
Fins up, baby.
Fins up, baby. And I've been tinkering around with the set again.
Now, why for you do that?
Because I want to show some things. I should have it complete tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
But speaking of finals, the NBA World Championship begins to be decided tonight. And it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, the best team all season long, and the most surprising wild card team, a team that I called could be in the finals this year. They're there.
The Pacers.
The Indiana Pacers.
Now, the biggest thing is who's going to be the Pacer wild card to actually help them win the championship?
Aaron Nesmith.
Really?
Aaron Nesmith. And I will tell you one game. I'll use one game to show how much of a wild card he can be. He's a wild card in all good ways anyway for this team.
Mm-hmm.
Look back to game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right.
The Pacers had no business winning that game. None. They were down 14.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Nesmith hit not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 3-point field goals in the final 4 minutes.
Right.
To help send that game to overtime. We know the miracle shot from Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
But I think Aaron Nesmith is going to be the factor for the Indiana Pacers to win the World Championship. And yes, I still call it the NBA World Championship Series.
Mm-hmm.
But if tonight is anything like what we saw last night in Edmonton, our voices are going to take a beating.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Our voices are going to take an absolute mollywhopping.
Like they don't already in the first place.
Exactly. Like they don't already in the first place.
With everything we do. Ugh.
Absolutely right. But oh boy. Last night was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
In Edmonton.
It was.
Last night was nuts.
Yep.
And now we got this tonight between two of the young stars in the NBA, in the MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
Now, this final series can go one of two ways. A, it could be home court all the way through. If OKC holds home court 4 times, they win the title.
Mm-hmm.
However, the Indiana Pacers have shown me that they can steal one on the road. If that is the case, and they steal one on the road, the Pacers are winning the title.
Oh, easily.
Period.
I mean, that's how it's going to come down to both of these. Is whoever gets the road win.
The Pacers are the decided underdog in this series.
Yeah.
The Pacers are the decided underdog. But they were underdogs against Milwaukee. They were decided underdogs against Cleveland. And they were decided underdogs against the Knicks. I think they're going to steal it tonight.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I believe they've stolen home court in game 1 in every series they've been in. I believe they're going to steal one. I believe they're going to steal this one tonight. And it's not going to be easy. Oh, no. Not in that loud house.
No.
Don't think it's going to, not in that loud house. Not in that joint.
I'll tell you right now, Pascal Siakam's going to have himself a game in order for them to do it, though.
He'll have to drop 30.
Yeah.
I will say that Pascal is going to have to give you 30, which he is very capable of. I mean, he averaged 31 in the series against New York and was the conference finals MVP. Either way, with the Stanley Cup final and the NBA World Championship Series, you will not see one of these. not see that.
Nope.
Not with these two series. And we are going to cover alternative play-by-play wise every single game of the final series, no matter how far they go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm jumping through the roof excited about it.
Oh, I can't say I blame you.
I'm jumping through the roof excited about these two series. Now, someone asked me yesterday, what was my official call in the Stanley Cup final? My official call is Edmonton in 7.
Yeah, I can see
My
that.
official call is the Oilers, and it goes the distance, and there will not be a blowout in that series.
No.
There will not be a blowout in that series at all.
I don't see it happening.
My official call for the NBA World Championship, I went back and forth with this all night.
It's one of those, how many times did it land on its side situations?
Every damn time. Do you have to ask me that question? All right, folks, here it is. Here is my BetUS.com prediction for the NBA World Championship. Indiana in 6 games.
Ooh, we're ending early.
I am doing this simply. I'm not looking at numbers. I'm not looking at the players involved. I am doing this purely on a gut feeling. I'm doing this purely on a gut feeling. Because every time in every series that we've talked about on the air and off the air, I've always said, A, the Pacers are the wild card. Here they are playing for the World Championship. B, they have to steal one on the road. I've said it every series. They stole one in Milwaukee. They stole 3 of them in Cleveland. They stole 3 of them in Cleveland. No, check that. They stole 2 of them in Cleveland because they won their 2 on home court. And they stole 2 in New York. I see it. I'm making the call right now.
It wouldn't surprise me.
If I'm wrong, I will happily get in front of this microphone and admit that I'm wrong. I've had to do it many times over 30 years, but I got the Pacers winning in 6 games.
Like I said, it wouldn't surprise me.
Would it surprise me if it went the distance? No, not a chance. It would not surprise me at all if it went the distance. But my official BetUS.com prediction is the Indiana Pacers will win the title, and it will take 6 games. Though I wouldn't be surprised if it went the distance.
Right.
I say Indiana in 6.
Mm-hmm. Again, that really wouldn't surprise me. I mean,
well, what's your call?
I'm leaning the same way, but it's got to be. I think it's going to be a difference of bench play for me when it comes down to both. When it comes down to these two teams,
Indiana
has had the
dynamite.
Exactly.
Indiana's bench play has been dynamite.
The Thunder have been relying way too much on their primary.
Mm-hmm.
Their bench is rested, granted, but that's because they haven't been used much.
Right.
Indiana's bench is coming in. Yeah, Indiana's bench is coming in with a flow.
And here's another wild card for me. Rick Carlisle. He's been there. He's done that already. He won a title with the Dallas Mavericks in 2011. And plus, remember the experience he got all those years ago playing for Casey Jones and the Boston Celtics.
Exactly. Again, I wouldn't be surprised.
Experience pays off, and I think it'll pay off here. So we're both in agreement. Pizzle agrees. Pacers in 6. Yep. That's our official call. What's your call? Make your call for the NBA World Championship Series tonight, and all of our official predictions are brought to you by BetUS.com. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're done with the preliminaries. We're going to dive into the world of college football, which means Texas and Ohio State is going to get a big warm-up. But there's an issue. a big issue that was an elephant in the room several years ago that our guest talked about, and it's now coming into full fruition. All of that and more next.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code Snowman for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Speaking of discovering things, welcome back to Snowman in the Morning. Yes, I know we're back early. This portion is brought to you by Fanatics. Looking for the latest gear from your favorite teams? Fanatics has you covered, whether it's NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, WNBA, or college sports. You'll find jerseys, hats, and exclusive drops all in one place. Rep your squad like a pro and turn your fan game to the next level. Visit Fanatics today and gear up. Use the code Snowman for a discount. Speaking of college sports, let's bring college football expert onto the show. The guy in charge of 4-Star Sports Media and one of our good friends. Please help me welcome Mr. Wes Pruitt. Wes, how are you, man? Yep. I hear an alarm.
That would be the meat wagons going by, but he's muted.
Thank you very much for having me back on, Snowman. It's always a good time to come on and talk sports with you guys.
Okay. The college football schedule has been released. There's some crazy games already. And the first one that I'm going to do play-by-play for is in the Horseshoe. Texas, Ohio State. Are they going to give us another classic like they did down in Dallas in January?
I mean, all signs point to the answer being yes in a simple form. But when you speak of those two teams, it's funny that those two conferences are in a tug of war for who has the most power in college football. If you've listened to us at 4-Star Sports Media, pretty sure we've talked about it on your show too. I've been calling them the Power Two for the last 2-3 years now.
At least
if you follow the
3
money. Yeah, if you follow the money, you follow what's going to happen. When you look at the Big Ten, or the Big Ten and the SEC, you look at these presidents. When you look at the college football playoff, you look at the formats and what's being proposed. Let's start there. We have to look at the who before we look at the what. Who wants the change? It's the college football presidents of the universities. Yes, we're hearing from Greg Sankey. Yes, we're hearing from Tim Petitti for the Big Ten. But it's the presidents talking to them. It's the president's going, hey, Greg, psst, we need to get this done. The current model, I personally don't have a problem with. Greg Sankey does. The Big Ten does. You're in Big Ten country. So from a Big Ten perspective, what's your thoughts on the current format we have now?
I have two thoughts. One, it took them too long to get to a college football playoff. And two, I don't have an issue with the current current format. But as you said a few moments ago, and it's always true, and we've talked about it so many times, and Dog has been with us, money speaks louder than anything fair.
That's true.
Let me just put it in that sentence. Money speaks louder than anything fair. And with what the Big Ten and SEC having a tug of war over this ain't fair.
It's not. And what's even funnier is one of the big things that's with the two conferences butting heads is the Big Ten wants the SEC to play non-conference games. Because, I mean, it's factual. Every year, that's an additional 9 losses for that conference. And as we know, you look around the country and we gotta measure up conferences to see how everybody played, right? That's how I guess in the world of sports, that's how you figure out who's better than who. Ask Ole Miss about Murray State baseball, but that's a different sport.
Yes.
But
no, ask Arizona about Coastal Carolina baseball 4 years ago.
Bingo. Ask Florida about East Carolina this year.
There you go.
When you look at these two conferences, that's what changes next to come. We've been talking about it. I know I've talked about it with you. The 9-game SEC schedule is going to happen. The coaches do not want it. The coaches do not want it. And that's based on people that I've talked to through sources that I have. That's other people that I've spoken to who have sources too. The coaches of the SEC do not want a 9-game schedule. They already beat up on each other week in, week out as it is. But one of the possible changes would be pretty much a play-in system to get into the playoff. You would take like the top 6 teams, top 4 teams in the conference. The top 2 would play for the championship, and then 3 and 4 play for the other automatic qualifier for the conference.
But doesn't it seem, maybe it's me, maybe it's the old school mentality that I have, but doesn't it seem like if you play for a play-in spot, doesn't it kind of take a little luster away? Because you already got the top 2 teams playing for the SEC title. Leave it alone. If you weren't good enough to get to the SEC title game, so be it. Leave it alone.
Yeah. Kirby Smart was asked about it recently down at the SEC spring meetings, and he said point blank, hey, why, if I'm already in, why do I want to go play a game to make sure I really get in? If I'm in, just let me be in and let us get prepared for that game. It's all, like we said earlier, it all comes down to money. That's additional money for the SEC. That's additional money for other conferences. But I think that's what's going to be one of the deciding factors for Greg Sankey. And speaking of Greg Sankey, I'm not defending the man by any stretch of imagination. I think he's incredibly smart. I think he is incredibly potent for the SEC. I think that he's gotten maybe a optic of being the voice of college football.
Yeah.
But I don't think we can put that on him because that's too much. He is the voice of the SEC. Now, if we want Greg Sankey to be the commissioner of college football, which I think would be a great decision to make, do that. Then he gets to look at it through that lens, not just through the SEC. I myself, others call the SEC greedy, whatever. He's just doing what his presidents are telling him to do at the end of the day.
Yeah. And it gives me the puppeteer vibe. We've spoken about that many times also in the years that I've had you on. It's the puppeteer vibe all over again. And now it's on a bigger scale, especially with the Big Ten and SEC having a basic tug of war over turf war about how the playoffs should be. And all of this is coming after how the first year of the 12-team playoff went and how everything shaked out there. Chris Dietz will be on with us later, and he said the schedule of the playoff takes too long. Give me your thoughts on that.
Well, if you thought 12 was too long, get ready because they're about to probably expand to 16.
Yes, they are.
That's where Sankey wants a 5+11 model, which would be he wants a couple different models. But do you have your calculator out, guys? Do you happen to have it out? Okay. This is the model that a lot of people are wanting. 4-4-2-2-1-3. No, that's not a passcode to get into a vault somewhere. This is automatic bids, 4 for the SEC, 4 for the Big Ten.
Yep.
Oh, and then don't forget about the other 2 power conferences, the ACC and Big 12.
ACC and the
Big
12.
We only get them 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got 1 group of 5 and then 3 at large.
3 at large.
What are we doing? What is this?
That's a great question.
It's the strong get stronger.
That's
what it is.
You know something? When we talked last year, when the playoffs officially expanded to 12 teams, many of you asked me what would be the one, or who would be the one team that could throw this playoff system upside down. And it happened. That team was Notre Dame.
100%.
Because they do not belong in a conference. Their mega TV deal is going to be a lifetime deal. They've had it since 1990, being exclusive on NBC. If they are on another network, they actually lose money. ESPN, hello. ABC, hello. Everybody wants a piece of Notre Dame. Notre Dame gave them the finger and made the playoff by beating everyone after they lost to Northern Illinois. Because after they lost to Northern Illinois at the gun, mostly everybody thought Notre Dame was dead. All they did was run the table and got to the national championship game. So here's the question again. Can Notre Dame be the ultimate wild card no matter how big this playoff system gets?
Fast answer, 100% yes. And I back that up with Marcus Freeman at the helm. When you've got Marcus Freeman at the helm of a football team, you look at him from his days at Cincinnati, you look at him prior to that. This man understands not only how to build a defense that is a winning defense, but he understands that his offense does not have to be that prolific. It does not have to be high flying. As long as it's effective, that's all that matters. Because he's got a defense that backs it up.
Say that again. Say that again, please.
Okay. What makes Marcus Freeman so great is he builds a defense that is a winning defense, but he also has the understanding that his offense does not have to be prolific. It does not have to be electric. It just has to be effective. As long as his offense is effective, a la, give me a player here and there. Give me a guy who can move the ball. He doesn't have to throw the ball 50 yards down the field. He just has to get the ball down the field. There's a difference. But what makes Marcus Freeman even more special as a head coach? He understands Beamer ball. He understands the importance of special teams. You have to have a solid kicker with not only accuracy, but yardage. You have to have a punter with incredible accuracy plus a leg. Yes. More importantly, you have to have a punt return team and a kickoff team that makes your team a weapon. It gives the other team something else to prepare for that they're probably not going to be ready to prepare for.
Yep. And
We've
that's
got
why
a
Notre Dame roared to the national championship game. The
and that's
most
why they're going to be
difficult
right
game.
back there this year.
They're going to be exactly. Now here's an upside down question that we asked last year that damn near happened. What if Notre Dame winds up being the number one team in the country and they run the table? Let's put 3 levels to this. They're the number one team in the country. They run the table. They don't play in a conference championship game. It comes down to our buddy Dietz's formula. Even with all that being said and done, damn near done, they can do no worse than a number 5 seed. And it's not fair.
Yeah. We've got a good friend of the show, a good buddy of mine from Memphis, former Notre Dame Fighting Irish, Matt Shelton, former tight end for Notre Dame. I know Matt personally. I've got Matt's book. If you knew Matt's personal story, a lot of people would have a lot more respect for him. He's got a book out there that's incredibly. It's called Against All Odds. This is not a plug for Matt. I promise you. It's just a great book. But to your point right there, we talked to Matt right after the Northern Illinois game. We talked to Matt again before the playoff.
Right.
Matt brought it up. If this team that handcuffed, the NCAA will be handcuffed. More importantly, the college football playoff, which is separate from the NCAA. We can't forget that. It's separate from the NCAA, which means they're not going to give away a national championship, folks.
Right.
But that is when they are handcuffed and they have to put Notre Dame in that slot, no matter how good the SEC or the Big Ten is.
Notre Dame's got to get the number 1 overall seed if they go undefeated, beat everybody in front of them. They're handcuffed.
Yeah,
like
and that's the thing we talked about last season, especially when Notre Dame really started going on the run, is how would the Gray Wigs in the NCAA handle this? And damned if they didn't know what they were going to be able to do.
They really didn't. Look, yes, we came up with the name Gray Wigs.
Yes, feel free to use that.
They were getting gray. Wes, they were getting grayer and grayer by the week. Every time
They were shaking.
I did 3 Notre Dame games this past season, beginning with the game they played in the Meadowlands against Navy, which we knew was going to be a blowout.
Yep.
But a lot of people thought, hey, Navy can hang with Notre Dame. Yeah, then the first drive happened, and it was adios pelota after that. Man, if Notre Dame hadn't lost to Northern Illinois and they ran the table, and now we got this season and the tug of war that's going on in the summer before everything is locked in. Before everything is locked in.
Here's the other thing. Everybody's focused on this college football playoff format that's probably going to happen 2026.
Yes.
Let's not forget about the year 2029, which is when the ACC is probably going to have a conference just explosion contract. That's when the grant of rights, 2029, 2030. That's when conference realignment becomes a complete just explosion across the country. We already know geographics means nothing. Ask UCLA.
Ask Stanford.
Ask Stanford.
California.
I was going to say, ask Stanford.
USC.
Yes.
Ask Penn State, who started all this stuff back in 1994 when they joined the Big Ten Conference.
Yeah, they did. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. They did kind of branch off a little bit. Daggum.
I mean, they had a Notre Dame deal with CBS. They had a Notre Dame type deal with CBS. I'm talking about Penn State back in the 80s. They had a Notre Dame type deal with CBS. They were fine.
Yep.
They were bringing in all sorts of money. And plus, they were independent. Yeah. They didn't like being independent anymore. So they invaded the Big Ten. 1994, they were fine. They made the Rose Bowl. They did what they were supposed to. They made the Rose Bowl. You know what messed up Penn State forever and ever and ever? And many people are not going to agree with this, but you got to think about it. 1995 messed up Penn State for good. Why? Because of one game in Evanston, Illinois, when they played the surprising Northwestern Wildcats. That and Northwestern beat them 21-10. Go back to that game, and yes, they've had all kinds of peaks since then. But when you want to talk about where the money flows, go back to that game in November of 1995, because for the next 3 games, it cratered. Has it been back since then? Of course. But if you want to point to one game where they got a rude awakening in the Big Ten, wanting to get a big piece of the pie in terms of the money, you go back to that game right there in 1995.
Interesting that you mentioned the word crater, hurdles, barriers. We talk about how the strong get stronger. The other thing is this: the strong continue to keep their foot on the quote group of 5 teams. And yes, for those listening, I'm using air quotes. The group of 5 teams across the country, because their goal remains the same. We got to go freaking undefeated. Plus, we have to have at least one marquee matchup on our schedule and most likely be on the road. Oh, and then we got to go win the game convincingly. That's where
points on. You got to put the
that's where points on. Oh, you got to, but that's where what you and I've talked about, it's getting ready to happen. You're getting ready to have a group of 5 national champion. You're getting ready to have a Power 5 national champion. And the Power 5 is going to say, oh, our national champion means more than yours does. That's fine, because the SEC right now feels like every win in conference means 2. And it means it's more powerful than any conference win in the country. Doesn't matter who they are playing against. Because, you know, when Alabama loses to Vanderbilt, it's, oh, well, you know, they were overlooking them.
Yep.
There's always excuses there. I don't really hear those excuses from the Big Ten. Oh, that's right. The Big Ten plays 9 conference games. They don't have time to make those excuses. They have to get ready for another game.
Exactly. Great point. Ryan McCarthy with us from Saratoga, New York, says, good day, Snow Crew. Penn State would have joined the Big East, which was logical to me, but because their basketball team was pure garbage, they jumped to the Big Ten instead. Great point. See, this is why I love doing this show, because the fans that get involved and are interactive with us bring some great points that we haven't had a chance to see. Wes Pruitt from 4-Star Sports Media with us. A couple more points to touch on. Man, is it me, or does this college football season shape up to be even weirder than it was last year?
Oh, probably times 50.
I love
you look at, you look at all the question marks around the country.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to mention a name that's a hot name, and Colorado is very intriguing this year. There's a lot of questions there, both from a coaching perspective and from a player perspective. Last time I was on, we talked about Memphis. I think when you look at Memphis' schedule, it shapes up. They could be a group of 5 team that could make some noise. You got to be Arkansas. You got to do some other things, but very, very a lot of questions at quarterback there. Florida State, another one. You look at Florida State. I think they're only a 12-point underdog right now to Alabama week 1, which completely just bamboozles me. That makes 0 sense. Yes, Thomas Castellanos is there. Yes, Hugh Freeze is there. We have no clue if Hugh and Mike are going to be able to coexist.
Right.
But then you've got, Miami. Is Mario Cristobal going to screw up at least another play calling game this year and cost them a game?
And how many of those
across the country? Exactly.
How many of those have we seen during the Cristobal era at Miami?
But then you go back to Oregon. It's like it tracked all the way to where he is now. It's wild. And then then you look at conferences, right? Like, is the SEC going to be top heavy again? Can the Big Ten win a back-to-back national championship?
Right.
Numerous things. But man, I'm really excited about college football season. It's right around the corner, and it all starts when the Phil Steele magazine gets to me, which is Sunday, and I can't wait.
Wes Pruitt joining us here, one of our college football experts joining us, and he will join us throughout the season. You know how we have Deets on every Thursday? I'm going to work it so Wes Pruitt is on as well to give us all his takes on college football. And folks, wait till the coverage really gets started. Wes, my friend, thank you so very much. We love you dearly. Thanks for coming on. Looking forward to having you throughout the season.
Always, man. Thank you guys, and man, keep on doing your thing over at Snowman in the morning, man. You've got great stuff. You are a very supportive man across the sports media business, and your show is grade A.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Wes. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We have got a lot that's going to be covered this season, and I got a feeling that
have mercy.
Again, just looking over the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
That just tells you right there we got a lot to talk about, let alone the underlying stories.
The underlying, especially with the big two, the Big Ten and the SEC.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
No, we're going to be in for it this year.
The underlying stories are going to be ignorant.
Oh yeah.
All right. The underlying stories are going to be crazy.
Yep.
But I'm here for it.
Man, that's why we got it. That's why we got that expansion coming.
The eventuality, Ryan says, is that as much as Notre Dame wants to be independent because tradition, they're going to have to join a conference. It's an inevitability. Not if you talk to the folks at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And I got some insiders at Notre Dame.
I'm going to tell you right now.
They are standing down. They are standing up, I beg your pardon, against joining a conference.
Yeah, touchdown Jesus don't want to be corralled right about now.
Listen, touchdown Jesus ain't having it. Colorado was a 100% schedule-driven cause because they got bounced around when they played competent football teams like Kansas.
Yeah.
Like Oregon.
Yeah.
Like Brigham Young University.
BYU took it to them.
And notice this. Love you, Coach Prime, but every time Colorado played a competent team, that competent team, no matter how long it took, because there were a couple of overtime games there, hung 30 points on them at least. They hung at least 30 on them.
And we just had a point come up. Notre Dame has ACC in their back pocket.
Yep. They ain't going nowhere. And the ACC jumped in their back pocket during COVID.
Yep.
They played an exclusive ACC schedule. They wound up playing Clemson twice. Once in the regular season at Notre Dame Stadium in front of what sounded like a full house. And then once in the playoff in Dallas. The ACC's in their back pocket.
Yep.
Notre Dame's not going anywhere. Notre Dame played chess while the others played Connect Four or Candyland.
Shoots and ladders.
Oh God, shoots and ladders. Notre Dame knew what they were doing.
They still do.
And they saw the holes in the Big Ten. Because where did every wannabe analyst, which is what we have been called until we prove them wrong, what did every wannabe analysis say that which conference Notre Dame should belong to?
Oh, there's a mix of them. Biggest one, obviously, got them saying that they should go to the Big Ten or go, SEC or go, wherever.
Notre Dame's not having that.
No.
Notre Dame's not having that.
Not a chance.
The ACC in their back pocket. They just won't make it official because it'll mess up their contract with NBC for football.
Yeah. Pizzle saying that the Notre Dame ain't going to be taken serious till they join a conference. I hate to tell you something.
I ain't buying that.
I hate to tell you something, but Notre Dame's going to put everybody on notice in week 1 when we return to the Catholics versus convicts.
That's a Sunday night game.
Yes, it is.
That's a Sunday night game.
In Joe Robbie.
In Joe Robbie Stadium. Catholics versus convicts. The greatest Catholics versus convicts game was 1988.
When it all started.
Thank you, Jimmy Johnson and Lou Holtz, for that legendary game. We're going to continue to be legendary here. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're just going to pal around in the Fanatics feedback zone, drop a couple of fun stories, and then we get totally deets for hour 2. As I often say, and have often said on this show, back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the morning.
The spirit of battle is a powerful force. It's a force that drives us, pushes us beyond our limits. It's a fire in our hearts that fuels our determination, our commitment, our strive for greatness. Every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome, it sharpens our skills and fortifies our resolve. This relentless pursuit of excellence makes the journey so exhilarating. And the victory, it makes the victory sweet.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Bruce Marmy is with us in the chat, and he says, golly, did the Mets wake up last night? They looked like 2024 Mets. I think I am starting to believe that might not end well. In other words, Mets, I think Bruce Marmy is saying this to you.
Got me up. I think so.
Or they could be saying, "You fool!"
Or they actually, honestly, could be saying more like this.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my gosh. Stop lying.
Yeah.
I was laughing during I was winding down during the break and was doing good, and then I saw and lost it. Chris Base. Freaking Chris Base.
Yeah.
But I can't be surprised either way.
No, really can't.
Can't be surprised either way. Well, by the way, what's going on with fat ass Devers? I mean, Rafael Devers.
I don't damn well know what's going on with him, but frankly,
stop it. Get some help.
I'm sorry. The joke was sitting right there. I couldn't resist it.
Like I said, I don't know what's going on with Rafi these days, man.
By the way, wait till we get a hold of the intro we did for Jen's stream this past week.
Which, by the way, finally she's taking a day off.
Finally. I'm happy. I'm happy for her.
Yeah, she deserves it, but also when she does get back, make sure you guys go follow her, twitch.tv/Genevieve_Yoso. And because of that, I'm probably going to get my head caved in later.
Yeah, I got a few cavings coming myself.
Yeah, probably.
Dear Lord in heaven.
Meanwhile.
Meanwhile.
Right now, Jen's probably thinking.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
No. Meanwhile, Jen's thinking.
We gotta pause that.
We can go with that, I suppose.
Good gracious. Chris Dietz is on the way. He'll be here at the top of the hour, and it's going to be a wild one. Make your picks down below for Game 1 of the NBA World Championship Series tonight between the Oklahoma City Thunder, a.k.a. the Seattle Supersonics, and the Indiana Pacers. Who wins tonight? Who wins the series? All predictions are brought to you by BetUS.com. BetUS.com, where the game begins. A pause for a break, and when we come back, we get totally Dietz. Oh, boy. And he's going to open with a roast of Tom Thibodeau. Or, change that, a roast of the New York Knicks. And why the firing of Tom Thibodeau was hilarious. Can you say scapegoat?
Oh, boy.
I talked about it yesterday.
We did.
I talked about it yesterday and why it was a mistake. But Dietz is going to take it even one step further. Second hour, Snowman in the Morning begins. Introduce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
During bad, SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Hour 2 of Snowman in the Morning is presented by Wanna Parlay, the world's richest parlay. And I need a favor.
What?
Cue the heartbeat.
Oh, no.
Don't worry.
Really?
It's going to be short and it's going to be very evil. Trust me.
All right, here we go.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronzexual Confessions.
Earlier this week, I had a conversation with a bronzexual. Here's what I mean. I said I'm going to keep this short with deets on the way, and I will keep this short.
What you mean?
This bronzexual asked me the most stupidest question I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, and that being?
Where's Michael Jordan's quote? Thank you. Take it down a minute. I didn't do it wrong. I didn't do it right. This bronzexual asked me, quote, where is Michael Jordan's iconic finals moment? Close quote.
I can think of about 7 of them.
Before I answer that question, a selection from the Wonder Bread Choir entitled "Please Stop Smoking." Okay, you brown sexual idiot. You want Michael Jordan's iconic moment? I have many. But Yo Kang doesn't have a moment like this.
The look away to Livingston. Jordan. Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. That's 13 consecutive field goals.
NBA on NBC with the call. Marv Albert on the stick.
Take that. Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
That didn't take long at all.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned.
I forgot something. That move occurred on this day, June 5th, 1991. I don't see a LeBron moment competing with that.
Nope.
Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronsexual Confessions.
Yes, I was actually asked that question.
First moment I can think of off the top of my head. Oh, let's see. When was that? 8.2 on the clock. 1998.
Yep.
Oy.
And he held the pose.
Yep, the iconic.
He's got so many iconic moments, it's not even funny. But I wanted to do that one because that bronsexual actually asked me that question.
What a maroon.
Exactly.
Ain't even a moron, it's a maroon.
It's a maroon. Exactly. It's a maroon. It's a maroon. Now I got Texas and Ohio State to open the college football season. Oregon and Northwestern 3 weeks in. Ay, ay, ay. What did we come up with for the second week?
I haven't gone that far ahead because I'm still trying to figure out what other 4 games to put on our prediction list.
Well, what do we got so far?
Let me take a look. Just for week 1 here.
All right.
Where did that page go? There we go. We opened it up week 1. Nebraska, Cincinnati. And that was in Arrowhead.
It's Arrowhead Stadium.
Yep.
Arrowhead Stadium. I know the answer to this question. Victor says, I know the answer to this question, but I'll ask anyway. And you just couldn't ignore him? No. For 2 reasons. 1, I couldn't go to sleep. And 2, the sumbitch kept bugging me. I tried. I really did.
I feel you. Let's see. Friday we had 2 games: Auburn, Baylor, and Georgia Tech, Colorado.
Auburn.
Saturday.
No, Georgia Tech. I smell upset.
Mm.
Dear Colorado, you going down.
Funny thing is, That's what Vegas is thinking because they got Georgia Tech on laying 3.5.
It's going to be more than that. Yeah, I said it. It's going to be more than that.
Saturday, again, the only game I've got, and like I said, I got to find about 4 more, was Texas, Ohio State, and OSU's laying 3.
That's a noon game, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Texas, Ohio State.
Yes, sir. On Fox.
I'm going to be busy. Jesus, I'm going to be busy.
Sunday was Notre Dame, Miami.
Got that. Which ones did you put a star next to?
Texas, Ohio State, and Notre Dame, Miami.
Leave them there.
And then for Monday,
I gave you a sneaky game, didn't I?
Yeah, for Monday.
Okay. Remind me.
TCU, North Carolina.
That's right. Belichick's
Coach
home
Belichick's debut. And that one was even odds.
I might smell upset in that game.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I might smell upset in that game.
Now, here's the thing. We were talking about Notre Dame possibly running the table. What would happen? Mm-hmm. What would happen if North Carolina ran the table?
Hold on a minute. Repeat your question.
Well, you talked about Notre Dame running the table this year. What could happen? Mm-hmm. What could happen if North Carolina ran the table?
Oh,
yeah.
And I got an even more twisted question than that, since it is a Twisted Thursday.
Being?
What happened if they both ran the table?
Oh.
And again, we both say to that.
Oh.
And
those gray wigs up in NCAA land are going to be shaking.
Bishop Bullwinkle, my question is simple. Do you wish? No, change that. Do you think the Gray Wigs will be happy if we get a Tar Heels Fighting Irish national championship game?
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
That's what I thought.
Does anybody actually have this on their bingo card?
North Carolina. Oh, no. Now another thought just crossed my head. What if we have a Mac Brown national championship?
Mm-hmm. Texas,
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Or
actually, it'd be more like
Euphoria.
Thank you, Cole Johnson, for that one.
And then we end up going up to NCAA land, and all the gray wigs are bowled over, and we end up realizing.
Oh my God! Let's go! Let's go! Witness! He is broken in half.
Yep, he is broken in half.
And then at the end of the day, everybody just flat out says, yeah.
Damn. Just plain. Damn. Oh, no. And another one just, oh, no.
What?
You know that week 3 game between Oregon and Northwestern?
Yeah.
I have no business imagining this. None. What if that becomes your Big Ten championship game? Twas a thought. Twas a thought.
You're screwed. Yeah, you're totally screwed.
Yeah, I know. I know. This edition of Wild Championships is brought to you by Slam Hard Barbecue.
So I realized that I think, even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating, high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates magna cum stupid.
I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Do it again.
So I realized that I think, even though it's not advertised,
right,
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating, high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates magna cum stupid.
What are some more messed up matchups that could be national championship matchups? Since A, the season hasn't started yet, and B, the field is wide open. Post them in the chat and get interactive with us. Let's take a break. When we come back, more Twisted Thursday national championship matchups.
Oh, Lord.
And I have a few in my mind already.
No. No!
Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
During bad, SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
The Dutch.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn. And she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Before we go any further, the obligatory.
This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation.
I had to.
No, I mean,
we had a great, stupid matchup, courtesy of A. Pizzle, North Texas and Rutgers.
One.
Oh no, Rutgers and Nebraska.
Bitch, are you for real?
No, not really, because there's no way that could happen. No. You want a messed up national championship game? Texas and SMU.
You fired.
UTSA and Northern. Oh my gosh. UTSA, the Roadrunners and the Huskies.
Trays, 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 trays. Trays, 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 trays.
Sam Houston and USF.
Oh God.
This moment of bronze sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronze sexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YOKAY. Real LJPN. Now approve all of this.
Northwestern and Illinois.
Well,
I know.
eh,
It's a homer pick. I know that.
What in the all types of blue hell?
It's a homer pick.
yeah.
It's a homer pick.
Yeah.
I got one.
Okay.
UCF and Temple. Good answer. Purdue and Vanderbilt, says A Pizzle. Blake says Kent State and Colorado State.
Kent State and Colorado State.
English, do you speak it?
The Golden Flashes.
Well, I mean, we have to expect half of these half brain ideas from somebody who's a fan of this clown.
Do it again. I couldn't voice it because I was laughing. Do it again. Yes, Joel, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Now get off the floor.
I don't know why that is so funny to me. Why is that so hilarious?
Blake, leave it alone, please. I'm sorry. You need to go to a higher power for that one. And right now, that higher power is currently busy dancing on everybody's grave.
Blake, you left that joke open, okay?
Yeah, and here's what we did to it.
Okay, Blake, I officially hate you for this one. Northwestern versus Duke. And I've been to a few Northwestern Duke games at Old Ryan Field.
Northwestern versus
What?
Duke?
Better one. And this happened in the playoff last year, which had my wife all kinds of excited. Indiana and Notre Dame.
Well, you know what that game is, don't you?
Yep. And I called that game.
Mm.
Damn you, Jeremiah Love.
Right.
Oh my God. I got an SEC matchup that could turn into a national championship, but every card in the house would have to come tumbling down.
Being
make this guy interested.
Now, forgive me not knowing the brother. You got your mic black. I don't know who the hell you are. It's like you're in the broadcasting witness protection program.
Florida and Georgia.
Oh, dear.
The world's largest outdoor cocktail party. If all the cards broke the right way, and they won't because they love it as a conference matchup, but if all the cards broke the right way and those two played for the national championship, the world's largest outdoor cocktail cocktail party would turn into the world's largest liquor-filled bathtub.
You mean more so than Mardi Gras?
Yes.
Well,
believe me, a friend of mine threw me a birthday party in my 30s, and there was a couple of tubs full of liquor.
Well, Florida versus Georgia, huh? Yeah.
I think Victor gave us the ultimate answer. Bishop Bullwinkle.
Bishop.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
Nope. You trying to burn the southeast part of the country?
Florida and Georgia is about as likely as this is.
This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation.
Yeah.
Cole.
Use a troll.
Troll.
Use a troll.
Troll.
Use a troll. I said that use a troll.
Troll.
You dumb. You dumb.
No, I could have pulled the ultimate troll job.
Troll.
Use a troll.
Troll.
Use a troll.
Look at Victor.
I said that use a troll.
Victor, if there was no need for that, then there's sure as hell no need for this.
I'll crawl through this screen and whoop your ass. There is no need for that. I mean,
what in the all types of blue hell
are you thinking?
I'm thinking we're dealing with a whole hell of a lot of these.
Let's look up some. Let's take a break and let's look up some of these dog games in the NFL for this coming season.
Oh God!
Close the show with a bang.
Okay.
Let's find a few dog games.
I mean, there's plenty of them in week one.
Detective Vic A. Law is in the office.
We're back in a deuce.
Yes.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family. So the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner. Go.
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Now you got Blake in on the fun.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
I knew that was coming.
Let's look at some dog games in the NFL for week 1.
Let's see.
Panthers, Jaguars.
Absolute dog.
There's another word attached to it, but we won't say it here. Cardinals, Saints in the Superdome.
Yep.
Steelers, Jets in the Meadowlands.
Dallas, Philadelphia to open the season.
Oh, God. 65 to -8. Philadelphia.
Tennessee, Denver, and Mile High.
Oh, God. I missed that one.
Dude, Giants,
the Titans
Washington.
are going to get the Titans are going to get dog walked.
Yeah.
In Mile High Stadium.
Giants, Washington, and Landover.
Redskins. And that's the last 1:00 game.
Yep.
And I think Broncos and Titans kick off the 4:05 schedule.
Yeah, and then who thought this was a good idea to have Minnesota and Chicago as the Monday night game? Pretty much.
Oh, God.
Who thought that was a brilliant
came up
idea?
with this?
I don't know.
Bears in week 1. And that's a Monday night game. That's the only Monday night game, thank the Lord.
Yeah.
There's no Monday night doubleheader.
Nope, that's week 2.
Week 2, Giants, Cowboys. Scoreless tie.
Jacksonville, Cincinnati.
Jacksonville, Cincinnati. Patriots, Dolphins.
Yeah, I'll even admit to that being dog. San Fran, New Orleans.
Oh, man, we're going to kill New Orleans.
Buffalo, New York Jets.
Buffalo and the Jets. You beat me to it.
Here's another one. Cleveland, Baltimore.
Really?
Really? Cleveland, Baltimore.
Yep. That kicks off the schedule.
That's the last
Oh,
one.
no. Panthers, Cardinals.
Ick.
And that kicks off the 4:00 schedule. And then I got Bo Nix at 4:05.
Yeah.
Next one.
And mind you, you've also got the San Fran, New Orleans game.
So that week is reversed of what I usually have.
Yeah.
All right. I got San Fran, New Orleans. At least it give me a chance to concentrate on both games.
Yeah.
Okay. Week 3. Oh, dear Lord.
It opens up with Miami and Buffalo.
Man, Buffalo's going to kill Miami.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Pizzle, but then Hey, Pizzle, you want a dog game for week 3? I got you. Atlanta Falcons and Kirk Two Chainz Cousins versus the Carolina Panthers and Bryce Forever Young.
I'll give you a worse one. The Raiders going to Washington.
Really? I don't see Jim Plunkett or Joe Theismann there. I got one for you. The Pittsburgh Steelers, who stuck 2 quarters up their own ass twice. Two rolls of quarters, 2 rolls of $25 quarters up their own ass twice.
Yeah.
Face your New England Patriots.
Yeah. Well, at least I got bus fare for the ride home.
At least. The Colts have to go to the Titans in week 3.
Ew.
I don't think I'll do that. Well, I have to do that game. I'm married to a Colts fan. I have to do that one.
Well, at least you don't have to do the Jets in Tampa Bay.
Golly. And then I got Call of Booty Murray at 425.
Ew.
Ugh.
Kansas City and the Giants to wrap up Sunday.
Why is that the Sunday night game? That sucks.
Because it's Kansas City.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ew.
Because it's the defending AFC champions. Okay,
Yeah.
that's. You know what? The Thursday night game to kick off week 4 is absolute dog water.
Thank God it's on Prime.
Why? It's in a bird's nest.
Yep.
Seahawks, Cardinals. May they tie at 6 apiece and send us to bed early. They get to the end of the regulation, and the referee says, screw it, we're not playing overtime. This game ends where it is.
Minnesota and Pittsburgh in Ireland.
Ireland?
Week 4.
Son of a motherless.
Yeah, 9:30 game.
I'm not waking up. Look, I'm not waking up for that.
Stop it. Get some help.
Apparently I am, because they're going to take me away afterwards.
Oh, gosh. In Ireland.
In Ireland.
No.
What's crazy is my birthday is the day before, so I don't know how the hell I'm even going to feel leading into that.
I'm drunk.
Probably. And then just because it's in Ireland.
You drink some more.
Just because it's in Ireland, a little hair of the dog. Father!
And the father's going to be the one bringing in the case.
Well, you know, in the name of the Tom Brady and the man of the Ramirez and the Deportees, amen. Yeah, they are to take me away, ladies and gentlemen.
I went to a Catholic grammar school. Good Lord, such memories. That's how every church service began. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how every church service began. And then I got 2 games at 4:05 that I'm going to be doing simultaneously. Crap.
Indy, LA, and Jacksonville, San Fran. It could always be worse. It could always be Cleveland versus Detroit.
Hell no. Hell no.
I'll give you one.
Absolutely.
I'll give you one worse. New Orleans at Buffalo.
I can top that. Bears, Raiders.
Ew.
You're fired. And then the Sunday night game, which I have to do because I'm committed to Sunday Night Football.
Green Bay,
Dallas.
That's dog. That's just dog.
You for real?
Green Bay and
Dallas.
then you got a doubleheader on the 29th of September, and I'm not watching either one of these two.
No.
Jets and Dolphins in Miami, and Buffalo, Denver at Mile High.
Cincinnati, Denver.
Cincinnati. Why did I say Buffalo?
Because you want
Because I
Buffalo to
saw
kick
the
their
B.
ass.
Yes. I saw the B. It's Bengals, Broncos.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, wait, hold up a second. Really, Blake? You're gonna go here? My favorite Celtic, Kyrie to Herbalty? No.
Thank you, Cole, for that nickname.
No. Just no. Get out of here with that.
I look, his favorite Celtic I know is Larry Joe Bird.
Yeah, the Birdman.
All right. His favorite Celtic is Larry Joe Bird. Then comes week 5, and my week starts early.
Oh yeah,
because I got a dog fight in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah,
we got a dog fight in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
the Rams will be nothing to play with this year. If we want the Western title, we got to take it from them.
Yep.
But then,
dude, Miami, Carolina.
No.
Oh.
Even worse. Vikings, Browns.
Yeah.
And that's overseas. I don't know. I think that's in London.
Tottenham Stadium in London, yes.
And then after my Rams eke out a win in overtime at the last second, after my 49ers eke out a win against the Rams in overtime down to the last second, because it's going to take a walk-off because the Rams defense is nothing to play with. I have Colts and Raiders at 1:00.
Eesh.
Daniel Jones is going to get 500 in a quarter. Oh, here's a dog game for you. Giants, Saints.
I'll give you one worse to wrap up the week. Kansas City, Jacksonville.
Oh, God. Cowboys, Jets.
Yeah. No. God, no. Who came up with this crap?
And at 4:05, Titans, Cardinals.
Oh.
No.
Nope.
No. I ain't having it. No. I don't care what you say. I'm not having it.
Well, again, we've done the Sunday night game is New England Buffalo.
Gulp.
Yeah, considering they were listed to currently be down 9.
And then I get week 6. Gulp.
Oh.
Week 6. I have the Cardinals and the Colts, in which the Colts should win by 50. And then I got the 49ers beating up Baker Mayfield and the Blankeners.
Yeah.
And the 49ers should beat them by 50. But then you got this one. The Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let me say that again. You got the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hell no, to the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no.
Exactly. Hell to the no.
Can we just
2013 was a fluke for the Red Sox? No, it wasn't. If that's the case, you wipe out 2004 and you wipe out 2018. You know what was a fluke? You know what? Hey, Blake, here's where I touch your nerve. You know what was a fluke? 2022 in New Orleans, April 4th.
Ooh.
I will say nothing further. And by the way, Joe, give me this button here. Where is it? Where'd you? No. This is one of my favorite jokes I'm going to make against Blake. Hey Blake, whatever happened to your Hurricanes playing in a
Game 7?
Oh, that's right. It happened. It ended in 5.
Saying 2013 was a fluke. My ass.
He says touche.
Yeah, well, that's what happens.
Yep, that's exactly what happens. More dog games on the schedule. Patriots, Saints in the Superdome.
You're screwed. Yeah, you're totally screwed.
And then the Monday night games, both of them are dog water. Bills at Falcons and Bears at Redskins. Really? You're going to put try again. You're going to put Caleb Williams on display to be destroyed.
I think that deserves this.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Yeah.
Blake's joking around saying, I'm just trying to rattle Shane. You can't do that. Cole Johnson can. Cole Johnson can rattle Shane.
Yeah.
And I'm going to prove it.
Oh, no. No.
We got a few minutes left.
Oh, God, no. You're not going to do what I... You're not going to do what I think you're going to do.
We got a few minutes left.
You are not going to do what I think you're going to do.
What do you think I'm going to do?
I know good and damn well what you're looking for.
No, you don't.
The end of season service?
Maybe.
Uh-huh.
Maybe.
Can't believe I got called
the one episode where Dog threw everything at Cole that he could.
Yep. And everything got thrown back.
What am I talking about? We all did.
Yeah. Everything got thrown back.
We all did.
Yeah.
And to prove my point.
No. You're also mentally crazy.
I am. All knowing, and I tell the truth. I know the parishioners around here. I know them. I know them like they are my family.
You sure about that?
If you tell the truth, then why is there a magic 8-ball behind you?
I'm waiting.
A magic 8-ball. How dare you? How dare you have astigmatism and glaucoma?
Oh, the hell is that?
That means the man blind. Now, as I was saying, magic 8-ball.
I see the magic 8-ball. Why don't you?
Shake it. Shake it. What does it say? Oh, there we go. Now,
proceeds to shake it.
It hurts me so. It hurts me to the core to see the NBA season leave with the greatest player of all time having to bow in the playoffs for the 18th time in his illustrious career.
It don't hurt our feelings none.
Not mine.
What a sad day was it on April 30th. because we're not going to be hearing media personalities and dumb fans and
Like
Jordan
yourself.
fans and LeBron fans still say, but Jordan is great, but LeBron is great.
Michael on the drive across the lane, turnaround shot, got it, 63 for Jordan.
We're going to have the rest of the first round, the conference semifinals, the conference finals, and the NBA finals, and the offseason. And we're still going to be talking about your game. And that should be glorious. That is what should make you shout. Goodness gracious. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
What it makes me do is by stalking Excedrin because I get tired of hearing that crap.
Well, then OD on it.
Oh, telling me to OD on Excedrin. The man told me to OD on Excedrin.
Yes. He told you to OD
on Excedrin.
I'm gassed.
After we found his magic 8-ball, he denies having it and then goes and proceeds to shit.
And looks dead at the thing.
Yes. Calling me blind and saying I should OD on Excedrin. And mind you, that's after I get called a penguin and a leprechaun.
And a leprechaun. A penguin and that's at the opening of the thing.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, hold on.
What?
Digging past the Cardinal Bishop, Winston Aloysius Jenkins.
Oh, Mr. Jenkins, you're the one that runs the City Fifth. And I was wondering who was running that dilapidated house. Mr. Jenkins, you might want to lay off. You might want to lay off on choking on things.
And remind me, who is this fellow that probably looks like the penguin in them Batman movies? And it's sounding as though he's being that dummy in the Leprechaun movies.
Oh, my. I got nothing.
We're out of here. See you tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. We love you. And now I got to go get some caffeine for tonight. Thunder and Pacers, game 1 of the NBA World Championship Series. And yes, I'm sticking with that brand because I'm old school. We will see y'all tomorrow for a fully loaded Friday edition of Snowman in the Morning. God bless you. We love you. So long, everybody.